Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Arknights. It's been a while since I played it on stream. It's nice to be back. I'm just realizing I might need to adjust the window size a little bit. If this thing would let me. Yeah, that should be good, I think. And let's adjust this in OBS to match. Okay, I think that should be good. And I don't believe there's anyone in chat yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the daily stuff that I almost forgot to do first.
Captain of Reserve Op Team A6, Orchid, reporting in. Are you the doctor?
I'm not used to this game lagging when I'm streaming it, but...
I'm a sniper from Laterano. Although I'm not yet certified to carry a gun, I can
OBS did give me some issues when I first launched it. So it's possible OBS settings are
My name is Plume,
screwed up.
of the Pontifica Cohors Lateran. I will be your sword and your wings as I defend your very life.
Let's hope the lag isn't too much of an issue.
My codename is Beagle. I know I didn't do very well on my assessment, but I'll still do my best.
Of course, I don't think I've streamed Arknights all that much on LD Player since I started using it. Maybe I should go back to BlueStacks and see if that runs better. We'll have to see.
Doctor, if you want to learn an instrument, I'd say ask someone else. A lot of my understanding has little to do with myself.
This lag is messing with me a little bit.
Are you interested in
Let me try something. Because I know my settings were weird, so let's see. Sorry, I'm looking at OBS settings at the moment. I don't think I'm finding anything particular that should be affecting the frame rate of the game. I don't know what's causing it. Oh well. I think we'll just have to put up with it for now.
I would like to stack all of my borrowed ecological research materials over here. I trust there will be no issues with that.
This mild lag is messing with me.
The wiring in this room's terrible. Who did this? I'm gonna sort everything out here line by line. It's going to be another dilemma for me to convict this room.
有什么 Castle 3能够帮忙的吗？
Pardon my silence, I just don't really know what to say while I'm doing all of this. This is pretty mundane daily stuff.
Where is the textiles room?
I very much appreciate the interior structure of this room. It is
Hey there,
conducive
Rage
to sound
Undertaker. I
propagation.
don't think I've seen that name in a
Every
while.
time I offer a prayer,
Glad to see
it
you
will
in
spread
chat.
Far and wide.
How are you doing?
Maintaining a dedicated room is a show of respect? I see.
Pardon my lack of commentary, I forgot to do this mundane stuff before I started streaming.
Professor,
And also pardon the strangely lower frame rate than usual. I don't know what's causing it. OBS didn't launch properly and I had to mess with some settings, so maybe it's that, but not sure, really.
Shaping the land along its rock formations. When that time comes, I'll be able to forever
Hey,
look
Fiala.
across the land.
I love you, but oh my gosh, you talk so much on the main screen. But speaking of the main screen, some of you might recognize what's happening back here. Or what's happening over here. What do we have going on here is a Sanrio-themed background that I bought some time ago. I don't remember exactly when it was released, but it was just kind of released on its own. It didn't have a big event or anything, so I didn't do a stream for it. But yeah, that's a thing. It's cool. I like it. It's cute and calming. Anyway, and let's see. Yeah, we're still good. Okay. All right, time to get into the actual event itself. For one, we've got these. A free Savage.
Savage from Rim Billiton, reporting for duty. The moment I got the message from you and Amiya, I rushed right over to see what I could do. Huh? You don't remember anything? Struth.
Struth? She just randomly go biblical? Free 5-star recruitment. I think that'll get me that one unit that I happen to be missing. We'll see about that later. We also have some upgrades here. I guess a new voice for Eyjafjalla. Don't know whose it is, but we already have the English voice, so we're good. How would you describe Eyjafjalla? A scientist obsessed with observing volcanoes, always willing to lend a helping hand from the rear? The student of all you older researchers? Maybe even the mentor of many herself? She doesn't mind which answer people will go for. She simply stands where she is needed, holds her staff tight, and does everything she sets her mind to. Indeedio. Is that regular caster Eyjafjalla? Interesting that they would have regular caster Eyjafjalla in the same mission as healer Eyjafjalla. She also got a module. Restores the HP of allied units and recovers elemental damage by 60% of attack. Increases the max HP of friendly units within range by 8% and reduces the elemental damage they take by 14%. So she just gets even stronger. Like, crazy strong. I love it. Nightingale gets a new thing. I forget what this even does. You see 5% more healing. That's actually not bad. What about this? Restores the HP of 4 allies simultaneously instead of just 3. Can summon phantoms. Phantoms cannot attack or block enemies, but have 75 resistance and 40% physical dodge, and are more likely to be targeted by enemies. Phantoms lose 3% max HP per second. Nightingale gains 3 on deployment. Normally she only gains 2. And they have slightly lower physical dodge, 10% lower. Cool, that's really nice. How about you, Mudrock? What have you got? Hey there, Maru! Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? The strength of earth and stone teems all around her. Mudrock needs only stand here on her lonesome, and her friends will come, towering over her to form an unbreakable barrier. Oh, heck yeah. Am alright, sweet. Calcit has a new skill. In integrated strategies, heals 2 targets simultaneously. That's annoying that it's in a specific game mode rather than in all game modes, but that is very handy. Because Calcit isn't a particularly great healer on her own because she focuses on her summon. But in integrated strategies, where it's a lot harder to build up other healers to work around that, it makes sense that giving her the ability to heal 2 targets at the same time would be handy. Though, then again, you would have to get her to elite status in that game mode in order to use that. Can use and heal monster, and monster has a 25-second redeployment time. Calcit will prioritize healing herself and monster. If monster is not within Calcit's attack range, monster's defense is reduced to 0. In integrated strategies, monster does not take up a deployment slot and has plus 50% max HP and attack and receives 50% more healing. So it's integrated strategies specific upgrades pretty much, but very nice still. I didn't remember her already having 2 as well. Hold on a minute. Monster is not within. Okay, so this one increases monster's attack speed and defense when in Calcit's attack range. These two also change what kind of healing Calcit does, in a sense. Huh. Interesting. Phantom's got a new thing here. When there are no allied units in the 4 adjacent tiles, attack plus 10%. Can summon an even stronger clone with the same abilities as Phantom, but has its own redeployment time. While both Phantom and the clone are present, both have plus 10% of attack. Okay, this one reduces the clone's redeployment time and refunds a large portion of the current DP cost when retreated. This one doesn't do the refund, but it increases attack a little bit, and the clone is also upgraded, apparently. Cool. Bubble! I don't use Bubble very much. She's got a new voice, an English voice. What do we got here?
Let's see what goodies the doctor hides in this drawer.
Why do I feel like I already knew what her voice was? That's about exactly how I pictured it, though. It's cute. Chestnut finally has an English voice?
Doctor, the documents on the shelves are a bit messy. Back home, I had a tabletop assistant device that automatically organized our files. All you had to do was stick the files in, then it would package and seal them. I think you should get something like that too.
That's also about exactly how I expected Chestnut to sound. How accurate is my brain at giving these people voices? We got Savage. You can raise her potential by 1. Weird that she can't use random training plans. You have to get Savage to upgrade her. Extra strange that she's not even that great, apparently. Which makes sense. I struggled to make use of her back in the day, which of course wasn't helped by the fact that I didn't know what I was doing, but... yeah, it's a little weird of Savage. And she has a skin that I never equipped on her for some reason. That looks awesome. I forgot all about that. Imagine wearing a cape of pyramids. Yeah, Savage I think was the first nuker I got, but I did not know how to use her. And I pretty much never actually had any success with her. We got Skylar Davenport voicing Falanic.
Tabletop, 60 points. Floor, 63 points. Air quality, 56 points. There's room for improvement, Doctor.
Wish I knew what she was talking about. Not quite how I expected her to sound. Does May have an English voice at last? She does, Lizzie Freeman.
Doctor, I may be in your employ, but every murderer is probably somebody's old friend. So, if your conduct is even slightly suspect, I won't turn a blind eye.
She sounds a little brattier than I expected. Still not bad, though. I like the accent. It's funny, I've actually been reading a webtoon lately called The Academy's Undercover Professor. And it's an isekai, but taking place years after the main character has already been isekai'd. And, like, he's been trying to figure out his situation and play the hero for a very long time. But he's changed up his roles and his names, taking after a lot of classic mystery authors. He's taken Moriarty, he's taken... and he primarily goes for, like, villains. Sometimes. He's done Moriarty, he's done, trying to remember names that I wasn't as familiar with. He's done Lupin, Arsène Lupin. Who else? I don't know. I don't remember all the ones he's taken. Van Helsing was another one he did, I remember. But there's a character in it named Casey that's essentially Sherlock Holmes to his Moriarty. And it's also a Victorian steampunk setting. So I am always imagining everyone with British accents. And yeah, May kind of reminds me of Casey now. Also, I wonder who drew May and if they drew anyone else for Arknights, because this is such like a soft art style, especially the eyes. Like, this wouldn't look out of place in a children's book, I think. Which is interesting to me. You don't see that a lot in this game. Very nice character design, though. I love it. Hey there, Muffin. Glad to have you here. I see it's your first time chatting. It's going good so far. How are you? Welcome to the fun. Are you somebody I know, or did you find me just at random?
You want to watch me forge weapons? Sure, but be careful not to get singed.
Once again, almost exactly how I expected her to sound. Not a bad voice, though. I like it. Actually, let's hold off on that real quick. Let's do this. Go into the furniture store and buy this beautiful thing. A garden that references Menethamet's museum in its design. Travelers gather here to gaze upon the enduring glory of ancient civilizations. Look at this beautiful setup. Finish pulling for Pepe, just browse the Arknights category, happen to click on your stream. Like your voice, by the way. Thank you! Usually people don't comment on my voice unless I mention it. I do want to be a voice actor someday. I've been trying to save up, but so far my funds keep going to other things, and I have made absolutely zero progress, unfortunately. Recreation of a luxurious underground hotel room in Menethamet using data provided by Pepe. Some furnishings were bought from a similar hotel. If not for the procurement's budget, the room would glow brighter than the sun. This looks awesome. I love this. I want to sleep in this room. Hello, Xander. Glad to have you here. Alright, people are finally showing up. It's really nice. What else have we got? No. Oh, Bunny's candy machine? A toy machine filled with candy spits out different flavors at random. Have one! Supposedly there are rare flavors hidden inside. Interesting. Dark tones look very stylish. Indeed they do. Oh, Bunny Bonanza. Here we go. This is a whole set. On the day of the 5th anniversary, everybody helped prepare a huge party for you at the event hall. Are you ready? A happy celebration is about to begin. I'm finally making use of the absurd amount of furniture parts I had. It's really nice. You're welcome, Xander. But please refer to me by my Twitch name when we're on Twitch. Now, other than the fact that I've been looking at stuff about these characters, been looking at news about these characters the past few months, why does Narantia's name sound familiar to me? Is that from... Is that a name from something else as well? Oh, no worries, Xander. We've got a new outfit for Eyjafjalla, the Vitaska. Very interesting. I like the blue and the lamb. If she sits on the lamb in combat, oh, that's gonna be so nice.
A cozy
Oh, look at that big cutie. I want to pet its face. And give it a boop. Bam! Everyone's become teeny tiny. Must be another one of Dolly's pranks. Good thing the cream didn't stain her dress, because Eyjafjalla will need it for a dance of azure blue. Yeah, the rerun of Eyjafjalla's event just finished. I collected all of the medals, but I didn't stream it. It's just been a really busy season, and I just didn't feel up for it. Especially because... Xander, did you mean to say hell to you? And Muffin said it's a common Mongolian name, I think referring to Narantia. Oh, I think actually in the same place where I use Molly as a character name. Molly is one of multiple characters I have in the other thing. I think on there I knew someone named Narantia. I think that's where I've heard it before. Interesting. But yeah, the Dolly is the boss of Aya's event, and I might showcase a little bit of that soon. I don't know, because I don't have a ton of time tonight. I'm trying to go to bed earlier than I have been, and I've been very bad at it. Very nice, simple outfit we have here for Ponsiris. famous boxer by the name Narantia? Interesting. Also, nice surfboard. Siesta welcomes back any and all weary wanderers. Fresh off the truck, Anne Meyer puts on her favorite ensemble to hit the beach, taking in the quiet sands as the day turns to night. My favorite thing about Ponsiris is that she is known to be just a walking bad luck charm. Bad luck follows her everywhere, and yet she not necessarily that she doesn't care, but she just rolls with it, like, surprisingly well. That looks awesome back here. I don't know what's happening, but it looks sick. And it's Nightingale. Sweet. New skin for Nightingale. Haven't seen anything for Nightingale in a while. Misaligned sightseer, new arrivals, Iaku of Flows. In a naptime dream adorned with gold, the earth swells beneath Liz's feet, supporting a homeland. The sphere of the heavens turns above her head, spilling its golden rays upon her. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade kind of girl. I guess, yeah, but it's more like when life... It's more like... When life crushes the lemonade, make sure you get a bowl under it. High as heck. That's pretty fair. Oh, sweet! Yo, we got a skin for Hoderer over here. Looking like a king. A fairly bandaged king, but... Dude, these skins are dope. Out of curiosity, Hoderer knocks open the door to an ancient courtyard. He stands before a tranquil pond, engraving the beauty he stumbled upon into his memory. Despite Hoderer being a mercenary, he really does want to see a peaceful world, as I understand it. We've got one for Weedy. So we now have a Christmas and Egyptian outfit for Weedy. W and Ines wall paintings. Oh yeah, that's what that was. I didn't even recognize that. That's sick. Sedyum. Weedy treats the boundary between sand and water, tracing the flow ever deeper. Oh, treads the boundary between sand and water, tracing the flow ever deeper. Is what she hears the whispers of the Sea of Salt or the greetings of the Sea of Sand? Very interesting. I love it. And then we got a bunch of skins that I already have. All them summer skins. Sweetness. Oh yeah, I forgot we got these. What does this do? Top operator skill training pack. Senior operator, professional operator. Interesting. You can do a 4-star one. Pepe's briefcase, just some money. Celebration of Flood. Oh yeah, I forgot the Egyptians celebrated floods. And they relied on them. You have experience with sand and water, you can help me on this quest. I think I'll be fine, but we'll see. Material vouchers, headhunting permits, General Colonel headhunting permit. And then all the classics. Holiday training. I don't know if I even need those. Goodness, there's a lot to get this time around. Monthly battle record pack? Ooh. Man, they're adding all kinds of new monthly packs. That's really nice, though. That'll really help people to boost their progress in the game if they start this late. Speaking of which, if any of you don't play this game and decide you're interested, feel free to let me know. I can friend you, and you can borrow some of my units to aid you and stuff. I just realized something annoying. They've got all those packs, and I want to buy those, but my funds have been suffering lately. Hopefully I'll be able to get them all without digging too much. Xander, this game is Arknights. It is my favorite mobile game, though Balatro is now tied for that. And Muffin says, "Are you a day one player?" I am not. I actually started, I think I estimated about a month after the first Rainbow Six collab happened, which I didn't know that happened until I started playing. And I was really bummed that I missed out on it, because even though I don't play Rainbow Six, I've always kind of admired it. And because I love having crossover characters. I like collections, I like collecting things, and I hate joining a game like this and finding out I missed out on a one-time thing. I was crazy stoked when they brought back the Rainbow Six event and allowed me to get the characters I missed. I was literally praying for it, because it's... And now I can honestly say, I have every single character ever released in the game, with the exception of the 5-star that released with Ascalon, purely because I forgot that 5-star was even in the game. It wasn't in the banner, and I forgot it was there, and that's why I missed it. But speaking of drawing characters, let's go for these two. Let's see these details. Pepe's the limited one. I just remembered Narantia is she does the boomerang thing, doesn't she? So that's going to be fun. Here we got the classic 3 limited units. All of them very, very good, especially Eyjafjalla. Pepe the Frog, right? Yeah, unfortunately, Xander, if you get into this game now, there are some units you won't be able to get. But if you get into this game right now, you do have the potential of getting one of these folks, and all of them are going to be a huge boon to your team. Also, you get 1 free roll each day, and the game will give you a bunch of free draw materials and such to go with it. So you got all this to work with as well. So the events like this are great times to build up your teams and your resources. You have a really good presenting voice. Thank you very much. I do try. I'm a lot better doing it on the internet rather than in front of a crowd, because I do get mild stage fright and that really messes with me. But online I feel comfy. I got 6-star immediately off of the free one. Are you kidding me?
Hello.
What the?
You must be the doctor. You've been looking after my employees for me. They haven't made trouble for you, have they? Oh, that reminds me. Here's a card from my agency. Take it. Go ahead.
Very unexpected. I get a 6-star right out the gate, and it's none of the event ones. That is crazy goofy. And the best part is, if I was new to this game, this guy would be really tricky for a newbie to use. Wild Lee just appeared. Yup. Used to be in an Alice Cooper tribute band. That's awesome. Fun fact, I quite recently discovered Alice Cooper, and specifically Feed My Frankenstein, and I came up with a game idea based on Feed My Frankenstein that's all about like building a monster over time by defeating other monsters and taking their body parts. If I ever somehow get into game design someday, I'd love to try making that game and hopefully getting the rights to use the music. But anyway, Alice would probably endorse it. I imagine he would, based on what little I know about him. Anyway, let's try for better luck here. You also get a free 10 draw on your first login during this event. I forgot about that. I mentioned it earlier, but not a lot of people are around. I don't know why the frame rate on this is going like 30 frames per second or less. That's new. I don't know if it's because I'm using LD Player instead of BlueStacks, but I think it's because when I launched OBS, the settings had changed for some reason. And I had to... Oh, we got the new character. I didn't mean to skip that. But yeah, I think the settings got messed with, and for some reason it's not streaming right, which sucks, because I finally got it to record Warframe correctly. And now I have to figure out how to get it to run anything correctly, it looks like. Okay, let's go look at this. Well, I guess we can look at them once we've exhausted all of our roles. Only 4 stars. You performed Feed My Frankenstein one night, and when I got off stage, the guy that wrote the song, Cobalt Stargazer, Zodiac Mind Warp, and the Love Reaction was in the crowd. He said I did a good job. That's awesome! Why were you not following Fixed? Thank you very much. Wish me luck with this draw. 5 stars again. Not even the new one. Well, I have a crap ton of regular headhuntings. Oh, who'd we get? Okay, 4 in. Pirate luck.
I am Doberman, former military instructor for the
So I know it's
Bolivarian
just her
Armed
whip
Forces.
having blue lines on it, but am I the only one that thinks it kind of looks like she's pulling it out of a thin sleeve of some kind? Like, imagine having a sheath for a whip.
Attention! I am Doberman, former military instructor for the Bolivarian Armed Forces. Now let's cut to the...
Hi, I'm Spot from Operation Reserve Team A6. My job is to protect the other troublemakers.
Hold on, Doctor.
We got Gavial, okay.
Ask, and my files are still up in medical. But you know, Dr. Kaltzit's got a point. Doesn't reflect well on medical to have a physician steamrolling around the front lines. So from now on, this is how I'm heading out.
I keep... A little annoying that I keep getting the side characters. Let's try again. Yeah, one thing I like about this game, as a gacha game, is that it's not just all cute girls. A lot of these characters actually look like legitimate people, and then it has a lot of guys as well, of varying styles. Got the new 5-star again. Come on. I've now gotten 2 6-stars, and neither of them were the new ones. Namey luck? What's namey luck? Thought I had streamer luck on that first pull, but gosh dang it. Glad I've got all these draw materials saved up. Alright, 6 stars again. They're the second one.
Are you Doctor?
Jay, for instance, isn't even conventionally attractive, but I like him a lot, right? I was thinking more of Lenar, because the guy looks like a genuine uncle. Name me as Pepe's artist.
Thanks a lot for the free ride. If I, Narantuya Kapudan, were to die on my Kagan quest, what a loss it would be for Sargon. Huh? You have never heard of me? Doesn't matter. One day, everyone will know who I am.
Okay, 2 things. For one, I had no idea she was part of the Kagan Quest people. I forget what they're actually called. Nice Mora? I think it's Nice Mora. I had no idea she was part of them. That's awesome and very interesting. But for 2, that's a sick accent. I love that accent. Whoever voiced her did a great job. Okay, so we got one of them. Now to keep pulling for the other one. Nami is Pepe's artist. She dropped like 600 pulls to get her full pot. I got so many 5 stars. What the crap? Did you see that?
Where am I? Pleasure to meet ya. I'm the engineer Blacksteel sent here on exchange. Just call me Almond. Are you the doctor Jessica's always talking about? Let me get a good look at you. You seem fine and normal, I guess.
Interesting. Muffin, I once got 2 6 stars. I think I once pulled both new characters in the same 10 pull. And they were both 6 stars. And I think it was actually... I think it was when Gavial the Invincible released.
Hello there, Doctor. Raytheon Industries Liaison Karosserum. I'm sure you saw the relevant contracts and forms, despite your busy schedule. Now then, do you share any upcoming workflow arrangements?
I'm sorry, did he say his name was Karosserum? Because I always pronounced it Corroserum, because it sounds like corrosive serum. You don't think it ever happened to you, first day player, by the way? Nice.
You in true Snow Realm fashion. My code name is Matterhorn, and I'm one of the gods.
Yeah, sometimes my luck is just average, and sometimes it's crazy.
Doctor, this is for you. It's a specimen box made from gemstones I collected. Lapis lazuli, turquoise,
I've said before...
Thanks a lot for the free
Narantia
ride.
again!
If I, Narantuya Capudan, were to die on my Kagan quest, what a loss it would be.
I wonder if this is the 5-star character that I was missing, too. I don't remember. But, yeah, I've said before in past streams, if there is a D&D alignment that would describe me, it's not a traditional alignment. I would call myself chaotic average. I will have the most wild ups and downs, but at the end of the day, I do the most normal stuff as a result. Calm down, Xander. I do try to keep this thing family-friendly. More 5 stars, and one of them is Windflit, who nobody cares about. Dude, I am digging so hard into my draw materials right now. Give me Pepe already. So many 6 stars and none of them are Pepe. I haven't had this bad of luck getting a 6 star since I think in like 2 years. Okay, who'd I get this time?
Hola.
Please give me Pepe.
My name is Aria.
I don't even know if I'll like Pepe that much. She's got a neat design, but it's yet another guard type. And we've already got so many, and I can't even figure out what her niche is based on description alone.
Hello, Doctor. I'm Totter. Long-range sniping's my specialty.
I love Totter. He's great.
Task to me as long as it's a work day.
I don't use him that much, but he's great.
Caster Stewart reporting in. I'm glad to be working with you.
Yes!
Doctor. On behalf of my exalted Padishah, I am here to negotiate with you on a collaboration project within his dominion. My name is Jeruner Perharpe Sashut Hatshepsut, but my friends all call me Pepe.
I'm gonna have to hear that multiple times to figure out how that bit is pronounced. Holy crap. Was it Shana Pakhaper? My volume was down a little bit, so I'm not sure if I heard her right. Also, interesting that she introduced herself as if she was about to give a tour. Yeah, I don't know what an Egyptian voice is supposed to sound like, but I don't know if that's what I pictured. But hey, we finally got Pepe. We can look at some of her other voice lines and such. And I've still got about half of my original draw materials left. Alright, what have we got here? Holy crap, I maxed out Karasurum. Love this new skin for him, by the way. It's simple, but it adds a little bit of nice, colorful flair to it. And what a nice color choice it is. That's such a calming blue. Why did Lee's skin change? Hold on a minute. Oh. Okay, so that's an actual skin. From Sanrio, okay. That would be why I didn't remember it. I haven't used him since the Sanrio event came out, so I completely forgot he got a skin from it. Can we just agree, by the way? He looks great in this top hat. That is a dapper man. Something from Blue Archive? I don't know what that is. DP cost -1 though, that's really nice. Let's level up Gaviel a little bit. DP cost -1 is always nice. We got an Ashlock in there. Another awesome looking skin. You can't figure out what the heck she's wearing up here. But otherwise, this looks sick. This is easily one of the coolest looking skins in the game. Normal Ashlock looks a little bit, like, sleepy and exhausted. But then this Ashlock is like, oh, she's ready for some ceremonies, man. She's wearing smoke, it seems. Yeah, right? I'm a better man for not knowing what Blue Archive is. I suppose I'll keep that in mind. Okay, let's check out the 5 stars first, because why not? Aroma, I think this actually is the character that I was missing. Let's see, Aroma as a blast caster. Ooh. Okay, I didn't remember that we got a 3rd blast caster. That's really nice. What's she like, though? Next attack is just a regular damage boost. Attack plus 50% and deals 50% attack as arts damage to levitated enemies within range when they fall back to the ground. The first attack against each enemy is attack increased to 105% and levitates the target for 2.5 seconds. Let's get Saponaceous. Interesting. Just so I don't lose track of her, I'll... Come on, there we go. This lag is not helping. I'll fix it eventually, just not tonight.
I never knew detergent could be used like that.
I'm sorry, what was that accent? I need to hear that again. She's from Syracuse, no combat experience. She's a Lupo, confirmed infected. Pretty standard across the board. I have to wonder what the difference is between normal and standard, because I thought those meant basically the same thing. Aroma Rinaldi is from a Colombian family that runs a workshop making and selling pristine fragrances. She currently receives oropathy treatment at Rhodes Island and has signed a cooperation agreement with our logistics department. At present, she is in charge of daily cleaning duties aboard the land ship, as well as logistical support for field operations, such as resupplying and disaster relief. It's funny, her name is Aroma, and she looks like many of the other healers, or supporters, but she's a blast caster, which is one of the strongest caster types in the game if you can use them right. Not very useful, but interesting. Yeah, she could be better, but just having a blast caster at all is handy. Also, great character design. She looks lovely. I love the blue flowers and everything. I like blue. I don't know if that's clear. I like blue. Ah. Almost full potential. Almost makes me tempted to try drawing for them again. Cool little bird. Cool staff. Ashton Leon Frank. Also Sand Reckoner. What an interesting name.
Doctor of Rhodes Island. I hope you fully understand.
Actually, let's do this one.
I would like to thank Anat Hanam Effendi for facilitating this partnership. But contrary to what she said, I am no longer the gemstone trading overseer of the City of Radiance. All I have now is the code name known to the merchants, Sand Reckoner.
It's Ifrit who's broken beyond merit. I mean, it kind of depends. I think Koroserum is actually not too bad. Ifrit's definitely better. But if you can deal damage to all the enemies in a line, if you can make a lane for them, they are very handy to have. Especially Koroserum with his silencing ability. It really comes in handy sometimes. It's always interesting when the word says Lady Anat, but the character says Anat, word in another language that is not written here. And I want to know how that word is spelled. And alright, what have we got? He's a summoner. 5-star summoner, can summon 3 Clockwork Foul Beasts. Clockwork Foul Beasts and Sand Reckoner deal 10% more damage to machine enemies. Interesting. You can summon 4 Clockwork Foul Beasts. They deal 20% more damage to machine enemies. Immediately obtains 1 Clockwork Foul Beast. Clockwork Foul Beast gain plus 27% attack and will prioritize attacking the heaviest enemies. Clockwork Foul Beast attacks will slow targets for 1 second. Okay, so he has a skill that prevents him from running out of summons, which is really nice. So let's boost this up. Not that I'll ever really use him, but it's always nice to at least have these characters a little boosted.
Its own bodyguards. Impressive.
Why does she still have... Okay, both of them are still there for some reason. Alright, now we get into the big ones. For a second I saw the lines of hair here, and I thought she was super jacked. Steam Knight Killer? Heck yeah. Okay, let's hear this again. Let's do this one.
Your desk needs tidying up? It doesn't look messy at all. Much better than my study. But don't worry, no mess is too much for me. Truth is, I can't think straight in a tidy room.
I think I can hear a potential Egyptian accent in there. I don't know what an Egyptian accent actually sounds like, but based on my limited familiarity with African accents, I think I can hear a little bit of African accent in her. At least a little bit. Maybe a little bit French as well, hard to say. This is Arknights, so technically it's the accents aren't either of them, but because they do not, this game does not take place in actual reality. It's a fictional world called Terra. Okay. She is an Earth Shaker. Attacks deal 50% of attack as AoE physical damage to enemies around the target. So she's essentially a flinger, but only targets what's directly in front of her. Which seems a little strange to me. You might as well just go for a flinger, in my opinion. Their range is much greater. But then again, I want to point out, I have not boosted her level at all yet. She is basically level 0, and yet her attack is already significantly stronger than some starter characters at, like, E1. That is crazy attack for starting level. Holy crap. She gets ranged on some skills.
In the recording to teach me in person? I'm not used to learning like this.
She also sounds too serious, not enough gremlin. Yeah, I did expect her to be a little more gremlin-y, I'll admit.
Now this is new. I was always the one giving out rewards.
Maybe that's the thing, is she actually does have a gremlin personality, but she's able to put that personality away for, like, customer service mode, basically. Though in this case, it's more like leadership mode. Very slow attack speed. True. It's possible her entire subclass is just Crusher, but better, perhaps.
To teach me in person? I'm not used to learning like this.
Wait a minute. The next attack deals 190% of attack as physical damage. When Pepe is affected by a negative status, this skill can be used to remove it. That's a bit crazy. Attack range increases attack plus 55%, attack plus 50, attacks random enemies within attack range. Each time the skill is activated, the next skill use has an additional attack speed plus 25, stacking up to 2 times. Nice. In JP, her fun side is much more apparent. Machiko, huh?
君のデスク、片付ける必要などあるのかね？見たところ十分片付いているよ。私の書斎の方がこの1万倍はぐちゃぐちゃさ。何、どれほど乱雑だろうが、仕事はきちんとこなせるからね。むしろ部屋が整然としてると逆に思考が乱れるんだ。
Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear a little bit of that, like, instructional video voice, but also a fun side, you're right. I'm gonna stick with the English just because I like being able to understand what they say without subtitles and stuff like that, but yeah, I totally get it. And once I get her to E2, which I forgot I can probably do with a pack, every enemy defeated while her skill is active grants Pepe 1 SP. When the skill ends, restores up to 14. When deployed, all guards gain plus 16% of attack. And she learns her third skill, Shock of Time, with a very high SP count. Goodness, haven't seen one that big in a while. But 40-second uptime, which kind of counters that. Attack interval increases slightly. Attack plus 180%. Goodness. Attack stun targets for 0.8 seconds. 1.5 seconds for the primary target. After every attack, splash area expands, and Pepe gets an additional 16% of attack, stacking up to 4 times. Okay, so she just starts hitting much harder. interesting third skill. But goodness gracious, that is beefy. She'll be fun to tackle. Combat experience 3 years, born in Sargon, no infection, excellent tactical and combat skills. Excuse me, I yawned. Pepe, a renowned historian from Sargon with many tales of daring do, is also the eldest daughter of a respected Padishah, now aiding Rhodes Island on a series of archaeological surveys in Sargon as a field op. Nice. Wait a minute. 6-star. Gotta put this on. And because she's a rare blast caster, I'll do this. And now we have Narantia. A very interesting, sharply curved dagger here. She is a loop shooter. Can only attack while holding a boomerang projectile. Projectile takes time to return. Very sassy looking woman. Skill 1 can switch between the default state and the following state. Attack range -1. Boomerang projectiles deal 130% of attack as physical damage and repeatedly bounce between enemies up to 3 bounces. I liked Pepe a lot from RA. What's RA again?
This recording system seems very useful. If I had one of my own... No. Forget it. It's too expensive. Better to just draw my battle plans in the sand.
It sounds to me like whoever voiced her slipped out of the accent a couple times there.
Thanks a lot for the free ride. If I, Narantuya Capudan, were to die on my Kagan quest, what a loss it would be to Sargon. Huh? You have never heard of me? Doesn't matter. One day, everyone will know who I am.
I can't tell if she's slipping in and out of her accent, or if she's, or if that's just how her accent works. I didn't know Pepe was in Reclamation Algorithm. I don't play it very much. It's hard to progress, and frankly a little boring in my opinion. Excuse me. Anyway. Combat experience 12 years, also from Sargon. Date of birth is in May. Race Karanta. Excellent in everything except tactical and combat, so almost virtually the opposite of Pepe. Narantia, a former desert bandit who once traveled across most of Sargon's lands, now stationed long-term on Rhodes Island as a field operator. With her survival techniques and rich knowledge of the natural world, she happily takes part in missions out in the wilds. A lot of grinding and not much story, but rewards are plentiful. I don't mind not much story, because I don't really have time for story these days, unfortunately, as much as I wish I did. But, yeah, the lot of grinding part is the part that bugs me. I really like integrated strategies, though, and...
Title, trust level, all good stuff. But what I want the most is for you to lend me a few of your people. As for when I'll give them back... we'll see when they want to come back.
You implying that my people are going to love your system more than mine? But yeah, I'm eagerly awaiting the next integrated strategies, because I've mastered the other 3. I'm currently playing the other 3 now and then just to go after bosses I've never fought, but I have all the medals, I've completed all of the rewards. The only things I haven't completed are all of the difficulties, and all of the collectibles. But, like the usable collectibles. But, yeah, I'm eagerly awaiting Integrated Strategies 5. I really want to play some new IS with all these new characters we've got. Nightmare deals 210% of attack as physical damage per attack and slows targets for 1 second. Projectiles will briefly pass through enemies after striking them, then return. All enemies hit during the return take 155% of attack as physical damage. Very nice. IS-4 in particular is very polished mode. 4 was very good. I also really liked 3, but I'm eager for 5 now. IS-5 is going to have tons of Sarkaz lore. I'm very excited. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. At E2, when deployed, each attack steals 25 attack and 20 defense from the target, capping at 250 and 200 respectively. That's a bit nuts. Gains 35% physical and arts dodge and reduces the hit rate of physical and arts attacks from enemies in surrounding 8 tiles by 20%. Also a little bit nuts, very nice. Third skill throws 3 projectiles, each dealing 160% of attack as physical damage per attack. Whenever all projectiles return, up to 3 enemies in the 8 tiles surrounding Narantia take 140% of attack as physical damage and are slowed for 1 second. Very interesting. Gonna be very fun to play with, I think. Just because I might get the free boosts, I might hold out on leveling her further. But very cool. I'm looking forward to trying these folks out. Wait a minute. Almost forgot to do this. Also, I swear I see this double X thing everywhere. Or a single X. And I know that's not what it actually is, but it kind of looks like that. So many character draws have I done. I've got too many materials. She's more of a defensive high ground unit, not as defensive as Beeswax, though. Not bad, though. By any means. And I'll hold off on spending more of those until I know what I need for sure. Why would I not get these? And I've got all of them. Alright. That was all that. Now let's get a little bit of a change of scenery. Don't really have anything sandy, unfortunately. Kinda wish they'd release more backgrounds. I really like new backgrounds. But I think I remember seeing something about Celebration. So why not go with that one? And let's change our assistant to one of our newest. What do you think, Pepe or Narantia? Pepe's kind of been the poster child. But what do y'all think? Pepe arguably shows more of the background. Love this music, by the way. One of my favorite songs in the game. It's so chill. Great background, too. I love that it's animated. Narantia looks more presentable. Fair enough.
Alright, I'll schedule the training, organize the tournament, and manage the burden beasts. You handle all the talking and writing here.
Get her right in that gap in the middle.
But I thought I gave you the easiest tasks.
By the way, I just want to... I want so badly to hang out on a roof like this someday. Late at night, just chilling in chairs with people. I don't drink, so I probably can't have the same vibe, but... Also, strong fear of heights, so I probably wouldn't go anywhere near the edge. But gosh dang it, this view, man. I dream of seeing views like this more often. Those places are nice, but often too crowded. It's still fun, though. I don't mind crowds. A lot of people don't like crowds. I don't mind them. I feel safer in crowds, because if something happens to me, I've got like 30 witnesses. Maybe because it's such a nice place, everybody wants to get a piece of that view, right? Xander, you still there? You've gone quiet. Also, for anyone not aware, this is your main character. This is who you are. Surprisingly chill-looking dude, considering he's covered head to toe in black. This outfit looks like it's cold out here, and he's nice and cozy warm. Anyway, enough of that. I almost feel like she takes up too much of the screen, honestly. She's so tall. But good vibes. Loving the good vibes here. Anyway, enough delaying. Let's get into the actual gameplay. Costume for medical purposes. It's, of course, both to hide the character, but it's also... Oh my gosh. This is... What is this? Oh, heck yeah. Animation. Wow, she's really bouncy. What? Well, you weren't kidding about her being a gremlin. She moves like a waterbed. It's kind of messing with me. Music in this event is superb. Heck yeah, it is. Oh, don't mess with Anubis. It's a Nubian robo-zombies! Oh gosh dang. Wasn't expecting- oh my gosh, did you see the bug eyes for a second there? I wasn't expecting this to turn into a slapstick comedy. That's very not Arknights. Uh-oh. Say hello to the sickest looking character in the event. Adventure that cannot wait for the sun. Okay, and of course, we got Papyrus is the free character from this event. Ooh. Oh, that's fun! Yeah, this music's a bop. Immediately like it. Oh, and this thing's animated? That's cool. Originally, it's Inudi Harekoraket. Not sure why they translated the name of this event. Yeah, that's true. They usually don't translate it like that. It does say it right here, though. Well, stuff like Hortus de Escapismo stayed untranslated, right? What does that mean? But yeah, all of this looks and sounds great. I'm already having fun. This bit of the song sounds a bit familiar. Well, of course, I can't read all of the story. In fact, I should be going to bed right now, but I can do a little bit before I call it, and then I'll probably stream some more tomorrow night or something. We'll see. It's something like Hail to You, Rising Sun, methinks. Well, isn't it implied to mean adventure that cannot wait for the sun? Though Hail to You, Rising Sun sounds much better. But I meant, what does Hortus de Escapismo mean? Hello, Orange. You're a bit late, friend. You missed all the character draws and the cool showcases. And the fun animation that came with this. I don't know why I bothered to back out. New. I can play it again. I can at least play the animation again if you want. I don't mind. It's fun. Why not? Let's do it again. Just for fun. It's just Garden of Escapism? Hey, that's a cool name, though. Let's see if there's anything I missed in the background. Or in the animations. Probably not, but you never know. Oh, she's under a pool. I didn't even notice that. That's really sick. Name is cool, but you despise the civilian mechanic. I kind of get it. I thought the civilian mechanic was a bit fun, but some of them are really dumb. Thief lady out here just metal bending a chakram around. I think the hardest time I had dealing with civilians was, or wait a minute. Was Hortus the recent one with Executor? Yeah, with holes? Okay, yeah, that one I did not have fun with. I was getting it mixed up with the Syracusan one with Texas. Yeah, those civilians I did not have fun with. I'll admit. I especially didn't like that, like, all of the colors on the maps were so gray, so it was hard to... And a lot of the characters were gray, so it was hard to keep track of everything. Because nothing really popped. Cool theming, cool character designs. It all felt very, like, Fallen Religion to me. Like Remnants of Hope or something like that, but man, it was so hard to keep track of. I wanted to like it more than I did. I also really struggled more than I probably should have with the sheep in, I forget the name of it. So Long Adele. Oh, I can't even show it off today. Oh well. This event also had great music. Look at Dolly just exploding in the background over there. Dolly looks so weirdly threatening when he's just like looking out over stuff. Just poof, big volcano sheep. Great song. This event needs its own background as well. We need more backgrounds, dang it. More backgrounds and themes to change things around. Alright, enough delaying. It's another fine day in the glorious Manat Hamayet. Unironically jamming in my chair right now. Now that I think about it, I think this is my first Arknights stream in my new chair. Frantic girl, that's definitely not Papyrus. Beautiful background, I really want to visit this museum. Okay, that's a character design. Very classic Egyptian bob cut. Hold on, what did they say her name was? Curator Hanim Effendi? Completely wrong era. Take it out and move it to Hall 2. She looks so worried, despite the fact that she's just doing her job. Hold on. Is this actually rhyming? Oh, guess from afar, ripples in the lotus pond follow thee here. 'Neath the tree's shade, sup sweet dates and fresh beer. Let us toast now to a midsummer and cheers. That might be the first set of song lyrics I've read in this game that actually rhymed and gave me a sense of what kind of song it is. Oh shoot, look at this person. This lady looks great. That's sick. Majedi Katie? I wonder how that's pronounced. Your singing rivals even the most elegant of foul beasts. I can't tear myself away. Well, she looks like she's just having fun. What the? Who is this? Oh, this is the one that was singing, I guess. That is a way oversized jacket. Oh my word. Like, the torso looks right, but then it's like, oh, do you have balloon arms? Well, have we got the jacket for you? It's got like a tail on it and everything. What am I looking at? And the inside of it is covered in caution tape. She's designed like an important character. She is. But, oh my word, what is happening with this jacket? Speaking as someone who loves a good jacket, I'm currently wearing a Destiny 2 raid jacket with my username on it. That is a funky jacket, and I don't know if I mean that in a good way. Words sweet as honey, fingers idle as a slumberfoot. No wonder I couldn't find you. You do know that restored loot is going on display tomorrow, right, TT? Do allow the welcoming committee to borrow it for today, Anat. We have an honored guest coming, and the museum must receive her well. It's a special exhibit for the Flood Festival, TT. Our top priority is ensuring there are no errors in any of the sections. Our visitors can be very fussy about the details. You've been here long enough, you should know better than I. Let's not get mad now, Curator Hanim Effendi. This is your first major exhibit since taking up your post, so I understand that you're a little anxious about it. But trust me, Anat, you need to calm down. No matter what you're putting on display, someone is going to nitpick it. This is Manat Hamayet. Every family's got some treasure stashed away somewhere. It's no surprise they turn their noses up at our exhibits. I'm going to check over the new displays for tomorrow. Yes, I'm changing up their voices on the fly a little bit to see what fits. You think her jacket is supposed to be sarcophagus look-alike? I think I can see it if I think hard enough about it. Having the caution tape on the inside doesn't make much sense, though. Actually, I would argue it should be reversed, because usually the fancy colors and everything are on the outside, and the bandages are on the corpse on the inside. So all the white, the pale white and such should be inside, and then the warnings and the fancy colors should be on the outside. Hanim Effendi is something like Lady or Miss. Good to know. I designed a Warframe, Inaros, to look like a golden sarcophagus. I thought he looks really cool. He really shines. It's neat. I won't disturb your date with that esteemed gentleman. It's an object I'm studying, not my date. Excuse me. You look at it ever so lovingly, though. Also, pardon the British accents. That's like the easiest accent for me to imitate. Other than a Southern accent. Southern American. We have a romantic subplot going on here. Oh, check out this view. I want to go here. This place looks awesome. Anyway, don't have tons of time. Let's skip ahead. In the Museum of Manatamayat, acting curator Nat and vice curator Majitketi await an honored guest, Pepe, daughter of the Padishah. Pepe has come with the intent to borrow the museum's crown jewel, the Nameless General. But she is unaware that the desert bandit Naratia has also arrived in the city following her. The Nameless General. And she wants to borrow it? New class unlocked. On the stream, you official was scammed here? What do you mean she was scammed? Also, what was that about a class? Oh. Welcome to Vajavandabad Museum. Gosh, these names are so long, man. We are offering a gemstone engraving workshop for tourists to experience during the Flood Festival. Flust? Where did I get flust from? Display your creativity with the many glittering gems here. Let's experience the charms of ancient crafts. Join our exclusive gemstone engraving course and learn how to etch a unique originium circuit into each gemstone. Hit the target score to proceed to the next engraving. Using the right engraving technique is key. Add material, result, level Shayiner. You can try out different techniques at the merch shop. You can refine your technique with repeated engravings. Refined techniques will grant extra effects to your work. Pay attention to how the material and engraving technique affect the products when choosing a technique. Attend multiple classes and achieve target scores to complete and unlock new classes. Complete all classes during the Flood Festival to reap a bounty of rewards. Event minigame, it's Balatro? I've been playing a lot of Balatro. Is it really Balatro? Because that'd be really funny if they based this whole event around a game that came out like 6 months before. Purify Gaybiner with this process to remove impurities within. As the process is repeated, the purer the gemstone becomes, providing a large surface area to etch a circuit. This cool and carved method employs a multi-layer wrap. Engrave a circuit on a Nesseriner and wrap raw materials softened with originium arts over before adding more engravings on top and repeat. Oh my gosh, the grammar here is messing with me. Blend. This method is mainly based on the Petiner's ability to fuse with other gemstones, expanding the possibility of engraving circuits with more diverse functions. Put Shayiner into a special solution to solidify and grow to obtain more of the same. I have no idea what it's talking about. It's very similar on the first glance. Okay, let's just try this. Hit target score for 2 rounds. Papyrus has provided a simple gemstone engraving guide. Let's experience the charms of ancient crafts. Welcome to the museum's gemstone engraving class. Here you will learn to process gemstones like the ancient Sargonians did, and experience the wonders of the ancient craft yourself. This is a workshop. You can buy and exchange techniques needed for your classes. We will provide some materials for you to use every round. I think I'm already starting to see the Balatro in this. These materials are called Einer, and the red ones are not Nesheriner. Allow me to elaborate. Einer means rock in Sargonian. Just a few more things to prepare before you proceed to the workbench. The merch shop has provided a few free techniques for you. I'm yawning too much, guys. It's getting late. 1 AM here. I meant to be going to bed by now. Once you obtain them, you can use them on your materials and produce higher quality gemstones. Sounds like the tarot cards? Choose the technique you want and then tap to buy it. Afterwards, you can proceed to the workbench to try them out. So why can't I get this? Oh, I don't have any of this. Okay, I was seeing this, and I'm like, I don't know what this means. Okay, go to workbench, I guess. These are the materials provided for this round. Your goal is to use these techniques to engrave these materials into higher quality gemstones, have experts appraise them, and obtain the highest score possible. These are the techniques you got from the merch shop earlier. Tap on them to see their effects in detail. We need to work on the workbench, so drag a technique onto the bench area. Now pick another one. Note that engraving effects will trigger from left to right. Here we can see the predicted results of this round of engraving. The materials will become more intricate and exquisite after we've processed them. The Clockwork Foul Beast will show you how many points you will get from each material and the ways to engrave on them. The more intricate the results are, the higher the score you'll receive. You may check with the Foul Beast anytime to reference every gemstone's possible scores and techniques. Now let's begin. Okay, I wanted to read these first, but whatever. Provide new and different item each round. You receive some merch tickets from clearing the previous round's assessment. Use them to buy new techniques or workbenches from the merch shop. After obtaining a new workbench, we can use even more complex techniques and gain even higher scores from more intricate engraving results. Give it a try after purchasing the techniques and workbenches you need. Okay. I see. Okay. So this is going to do math, basically. Okay. Don't know that there's much to do for this first round. 5 rounds. So far, business as usual, it seems. Only 17? But that means I can't use the big one, right? Priority over other techniques takes effect at the techniques area and does not require a workbench. So does that mean I can put this down and put this one in? But my score goes down, so no. Now I can get this. Extra target, engrave 200 initial item 4 before round at 4 ends. Target achieved, sweet. And now I can get this. I'm making music. I obtained a medal. I just started and I obtained a medal. Alright, that's pretty neat. Don't have time for the rest of that tonight, but we'll see how that goes in the future. Let's do a mission. I bet Xander has fallen asleep. Orange, remind me, actually, have you seen me play this game before? I think you have. I am jamming to this music again. You have not seen me play this, really? Well, welcome to Arknights, my favorite mobile game, though it is currently tied with Balatro now. It is a gacha game with, in my opinion, much better storytelling and character design than Genshin Impact and Honkai. I have been playing it for several years.
So, Doctor, had a good dream?
And I believe I now officially have every single character in the game, with the exception of the new one that is only earned through playing the current event, because I have not played enough of the current event to get that one yet. But yeah, there's hundreds of characters in this game. I want to point out all the scrolling I've done, and the bar is only over here. Also, do these 4 look familiar to you at all? Game mechanics are also very diverse. Yes, they are. There's a ton of game mechanics in this game. But yeah, do these characters look familiar to you, Orange? Not to you? Man, so many people entirely unfamiliar with a game that was all over esports a while back. Say hello to Team Rainbow Six. Yes, this game has crossover events now and then, Rainbow Six being the first one they did. I am very happy that I finally was able to take part in it. They did it once, and I missed it because I hadn't started playing the game yet. And I was mainly bummed because I missed out on Tachanka because he's funny, and Ash because she's actually really, really good as an anti-air unit. But they finally brought it back less than a year ago, and I streamed all of it, and I was so happy that I finally got to collect those characters and complete the set. Technically, the first one was with KFC in China. Yeah, but that didn't come with new characters, though. I meant, like, the first video game / other Fantasy World crossover. And our next crossover, if I recall, is with Delicious in Dungeon, which I started watching so I'd get context for it. I'm excited.
So, Doctor, had a good dream? Tell me about our next objective, even if it's from your dream.
But yeah, this game is it's a tactical tower defense game, and you'll see that here. This game, one of the reasons I like it is because it makes me think now and then. I miss having extra time to put my own thought into things without being stressed out about how much time I have to do it. I used to be able to play it at work, and I can't do that anymore, but it was also the collab with Monster Hunter. That's right, I forgot about that one. That one was great as well. Anyway, let's get this all set up. Since this is Mission 1, I like to use characters that I don't use often. Let's see. Let's do Zima and Ponsiris, because why not? And of course we want to use the new folks. Want to use Pepe. Arantia. Maybe we'll be able to find a spot for Aroma. No new healers. Well, I guess I could put in a low-level healer. We'll definitely see what Aya looks like later on. Let's do Paprika. And Warfarin. Who do I want for my casters? I need to level up Delphine. I could go for Warmy. Don't need all these characters, goodness no. Warfarin E1, I'm surprised. Why are you surprised? Let's go with Heavy Rain. Since most people insta E2 her. To be fair, I didn't really figure out how to use her properly until long after I had some 6-star healers to work with. And like pure stream and stuff like that. But yeah, I really probably should use Warfarin more. Can't go wrong with good old Texas the Omertosa. But then again, we are using lower level characters, so let's take her out, actually. She's a Hookmaster, don't really need that. Alright, fellas, question for y'all. Should I do Iana, Frost, or Spectre? Or I guess I could do Weedy, because she's got a new skin. What do y'all think? Weedy for the skin? Alright. Weedy's in. We just got a new Summoner and Sand Reckoner, so let's try that out. I don't have any... except maybe Pepe. Yeah, Pepe's in there as a guard. I could probably afford to bring in one more guard. Let's do Hoderer, because he's got a sick new skin.
I'll check out our
He's overpowered as a guard. This might be one of the most unbalanced teams I've ever used. So many low-level characters with all these high levels. Oh yes, the classic shenanigans are going down, but nothing's actually happened yet. Music. Once again, those music lines rhymed. Doing a good job. When she isn't allowed to borrow an exhibit, Pepe sneaks into the museum at night, placing her gem into the item only to find it strangely disappears. She is forced to leave when a security guard shows up. The next day, the nameless general wakes up in the middle of the exhibit. The reason I skipped the story, by the way, is because some of those cutscenes take like a half an hour to read through. This game has entire novels worth of storytelling to get through at times. And it's great storytelling, mind you. But boy howdy is it wordy. What is happening here?
The most optimal combat that location. Ready to move.
I did not see mention of these tiles.
Spineless scumbags.
For some reason, my character is attacking this spot.
This place without hesitation.
Kirstein's event was some 130,000 words. Goodness gracious, man. Oh my gosh, they run on that? What is that running animation to? I get the feeling this is gonna be one goofy event.
Requesting that the structure is stable and
Okay. You can go here, I think. Actually. Yeah, let's do it this way.
Traps are my tactics.
And then you go here.
Whoa, whoa!
Consistent with the opening animation. That's true. And then healer.
Call for help immediately if you're injured.
What do you fear most?
Ooh, that's pretty strong.
Treasures always lead to conflict. If there is anything you can't see clearly...
Okay, so the Clockwork Falbeasts are all ranged summons. Interesting. Now that I think about it, I think that's pretty new, because most summoners use ground units, and Ling was the only one to have a ranged option for her summons. At least that I recall. But now it seems like this guy's summons are exclusively ranged.
Bring it on, bastard!
Let's do this, because why not?
You offering nothing more?
We run too late to run now, nasty little thief.
I've got an idea. What do you fear most?
Alright, let's speed things up now. Because why not?
I'll give you the best structure, stable and sound. Nothing to worry about.
And let's take them out. Drop in Hoderer. And you. Hold on, what is this? Oh, that's the industrial water cannon? It's just a boat? It's a boat catapult. Oh my gosh, what have I done? And now... boom. Okay, shoot. Poor Magellan, forgotten and crying in the corner. You're right, I forgot about Magellan. I'm sorry, Magellan. Admittedly, I think I got Magellan after I got Ling, and Ling just completely outclasses Magellan. That's a cool swimming pool. Assuming it's a swimming pool. I want to swim in it. This is just a neat place. We need more architecture like this, gosh dang it. One of our biggest culture problems in the US is that our various structures are just so dull and boxy that people don't really feel bad about ruining them. Or failing to maintain them. The frightened crowd flees, and a knot faints in shock. Medjetiqueti helps organize the evacuation, while Pepe, knowing the reason for the Nameless General's resurrection, comes up with an idea to move the mummy and the unconscious Anat to the curator's office. A lot of things outclass poor girl Magellan, but back in the day she was so cool to solo stages with. I have used her a few times, especially in IS4, because she was required for one of the missions in that. Pure crystal connects surrounding crystal areas. That's interesting that it gave us a unique floor type in this mission without explaining it here. That's really weird. Modern architecture leans towards function rather than aesthetic, and it's a shame. I agree, it is very much a shame. We have all this grand stuff to improve society, and then we don't use it to actually improve society. These translucent crystals seem so strange. I'll go take a look. Hold on.
Please stop arguing.
I told you not to rush in. These are crystals that often appear in the region. My arms don't want to move either. It seems like these crystals have yet to be purified, and there's an unusual force field around them. It's slowing down our allied operators and greatly reducing their attack speed. Enemies on crystals will gain increased combat capabilities, so be careful on these. Be careful of these, my bad. I can't seem to make a dent. It's impossible to destroy these tough crystals with just a regular attack. You'll only deal a bit of damage. From personal experience, we need only attack it 10 times, and the force field will be weakened, then the crystal shall be purified and destroyed. Cruz will help me out with her fast attack speed.
Here I am.
Crystals are gone. Place this crystal on the first tile without crystal to significantly increase its movement speed. Well, that thing doesn't look weird and mildly creepy.
There you are.
Why wasn't this purified crystal destroyed? When these crystals are connected, things will be slightly different. Focus on this spot. Here as well. These connected crystals will reinforce each other and become a bigger crystallized area. We need to purify all crystals in this area, and then they'll all break in one go. These connected crystals have interlinked internal structures. Attacking purified tiles will still trigger purifying effects. These effects will spread to adjacent crystals, although the efficacy will be halved. So we just need to continuously attack a purified crystal, and it'll spread the purifying effect to the adjacent tiles. Interesting. Exhibit 237-1 SCP name, right? That animation of those things disappearing reminds me of Bejeweled.
Here I am. I'm red painful. Got mad.
It'd be nice if the game would give me my own characters to work with here, just to spice things up a little bit. Crystals are too far away. What should we do? There's still a gap over there. I don't think we can reach the crystals with our usual method to destroy all of them at once. We need more people on the other side to purify those crystals. Of these pure crystals. It works like a bridge connecting the crystals and allowing the purifying effect to spread further. Enemies will not be strengthened by pure crystals. Keep your eyes peeled, hold the line to finish the mission.
Here I am! Oh, there you are!
Ready to heal. Let's do this.
Ready? There you are! I'm right here, don't move!
Alright, and that's how the crystals work. Cool!
I was very impressed by everyone's performance. It was fantastic.
Alright. Looking forward to that. Unfortunately, I am out of time for tonight. But I intend to stream more of this, potentially tomorrow
Tell
or
me
in
about
other
our next
upcoming
objective,
days.
even if it's from your dream.
So with that said, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You may find my YouTube and Discord in my Twitch profile if you would like to see past streams or non-streamed content like some Warframe videos I recently did. Or for my Discord is for making announcements and for chatting with fans. So you can go there as well if you want those. If you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, you may find my Twitch at the Winter Prince 52. And I think that's everything. Keep an eye out for next time I stream this. And as I always try to do, I will be streaming Paper Mario on Sunday. Thank you everyone again, I love you all, and have a wonderful night. And those of you that are new, don't forget to hit me a follow. Or I might never see you again. And that would be sad.
They all say you're a workaholic, but it's not as if you're always awake.